Greetings, blessed love, mighty royal, welcome to my channel. This is I am Life and Light Productions, and I, Just Sparks, I am your host. Yes, today is class 13 of I Wonderful School of Thought, lesson 13 of the Master Key System. Mighty art of Sabbath remembrance to each and every eye out there. We do give thanks to the I them presence. Glorious is the I that dwelleth within all eyes. We do give thanks royally. Yes, I pray each and every eye is up full and bright and living in the light of their mind. Living in the light of their human imagination. Yes, give thanks for the glory of salvation. Yes, I. Blessings to each and every household going out there, May each household be filled with health, wealth, and love, and loads of joy and prosperity going through. We do give thanks. Remembering again, the Sabbath is a state of mind and not just a physical day of rest, but it's a state of rest, mindful rest. They say beautiful for situations, the joy of the whole earth is Mount Zion, the city on the north, the city of the great king. Your mind, your human imagination is beautiful for all situations. So we do give thanks, for another mighty lesson going through. I pray each and every eye for last strong was very diligent in their exercise, I should say, and I will go over it in the end, So without further ado, let's get into it. Class 13 of High School of Thought, lesson 13 of the Master Key System. Yes, much joy and blessings to each and every eye. It's a joy for I doing this, It gives I great joy, great pleasure. I find great purpose in it, So I need not money, or riches or wealth to do it, Yeah, the feeling alone is the wealth and the riches that I need, Yeah, man, blessed Antoine. We do give thanks to thy presence, Mighty art of Sabbath remembrance to the I. Yes, I. So, class 13. This strong. We're going to make use of the principle, recognizing the fact that you are part of the whole, and that a part must be the same in kind and quality as the whole. The only difference there can possibly be is in degree, in size. Okay? When this tremendous fact begins to permeate your consciousness, when you really come to a realization of the fact that you, not your body, but the ego, the I, the spirit, which thinks, is an integral part of the great whole, that it is the same in substance, in quality, in kind, as that of the Creator. And it could create nothing different from Himself. You will also be able to say, the Father and I are one. And you will come into an understanding of the beauty, the grandeur, the transcendental opportunities which have been placed at your disposal. So this strong's exercise is for us to meditate on the principal fact that we are part of the whole. And being part of the whole make us equal in kind and quality as the whole. So the whole is the Most High, the creator of all things. And we are part of the Most High, the creator of all things. The only difference we are in degree, in size. Other than that, we carry the same qualities, the same power, the same ability as the Most High, the creator of all things. You see it? So now we're going to go through our question and answer. 10 questions with 10 answers. All right. Question 1. What is the method by which natural philosophers obtain and apply their knowledge? So all the philosophers and, well, all the philosophers that we know, how did they obtain their knowledge? Answer: to observe individual facts carefully, patiently, accurately, with all the instruments and resources at their command, before venturing upon a statement of general law. So all the philosophers that came before went through a process of, how I should say, observation, keen observation, in order to come to the conclusions that they came to. All right, question 2. How may we be certain that this method is correct? A method of observation, keen observation. How are we certain that it's correct? The answer: by not permitting any tyrant prejudice to neglect or mutilate unwelcome facts. You see it? Question 3. What class of facts are esteemed most highly? Answer: those which cannot be accounted for by the usual daily observation of life. Question 4. Upon what is this principle founded? Answer: upon reason and experience. Question 5. What does it destroy? Answer: superstition, precedent, and conventionality. Question 6. How have these laws been discovered? Answer: by a generalization of facts which are uncommon, rare, strange, and form the expectation. Okay? Question 7. How may we account for much of the strange and heretofore unexplainable phenomena which is constantly taking place in creation? So how can we account for all the strange things that's happening in creation, in the world? The strange, the alien sightings, the what they call it, the ghost sightings, all the different sightings, all the different things that happen, the miracles that happen. How can we account for all those things? The answer: by the creative power of thought. Thought creates all things. Whatever you concentrate and focus your mind on for an extended period of time without wavering is created, whatsoever it may be. Question 8. Why is this so? Answer: because when we learn of a fact, we can be sure that it is the result of a certain definite cause, and that this cause will operate with invariable precision. So when you come to have a confident certainty of a fact within you, a belief within you, unwavering, and you hold to that fact, what it says it's a cause, and that cause will operate with invariable precision. So that thought will come to fruition once undisturbed, precisely. You see it? So whatever you're believing as true within shall become your reality. You see it? And many of I and I's believe in things them that was given to us by our parents and our teachers and society, and holding firm to it. And then now is experiencing it, and is blaming it, saying that the world is like this and the world is like that, when is we of our own selves creating the experiences that we're experiencing in creation. Question 9. What is the result of this knowledge? So what is the result of knowing this? It will explain the cause of every possible condition, whether physical, mental, or spiritual. So once you have this knowledge, you have the knowing of everything that happens in creation. Because this is how all things come into creation. By thought first. Meditative thought, concentrated thought. Held with feeling. Feeling of true intent. And then acting in the way of that belief. Births your reality. A mirror reflection of that which you're holding within. Question 10. What will our best interest be conserved? Or how will our best interest be conserved? So how would we get our best interest to fruition, to come? Answer. By a recognition of the fact that a knowledge of the creative nature of thought puts us in touch with infinite power. So once you have the knowledge of how your thoughts operate, how your being operates, how your body operates, how you have to use your body to create, then you will be unstoppable. All things will be available to you. All things will be possible to you. You see? So this is lesson 13 of the Master Key System. Class 13 of High School of Thought, where we are teaching self-mastery, knowledge of self, where the ancient says, know thyself. Everything is thought and belief. You see it? For belief is destiny, fate. You see it? It is not written in stone, but it's fluctuable. It can change at will. So we do give thanks. Jeanette. Billion blessings. Money is Jah business to cause movement in Rastafari. Claire Tinin. Yes, money is a tool that we use to do, the things that we need to do. Nothing is wrong with money, Money is just a tool. It's a substance of I and I, It's a thought of I and I, A word become flesh. The same word that we taught, the same word that we speak is money, So money is one with us. And as long as we have a need, then we shall receive. If there is no need for the money, we shall not receive the money. For the need is to do. You see it? And we have to follow the natural flow of creation. And as long as we are in the natural flow or the forward flow of creation, then money will come for us to proceed to do the things necessary that needs to be done to acquire our desires. So we do give thanks. And Now I will go over last Strong's lesson real quick, because, yeah, I find it very wonderful. It's very wonderful, So remember again, this Strong's exercise is to meditate on the fact that we are one with the whole, the unity that we have with the infinite creator. We are one. Yes, and lesson 12 or class 12 of High School of Thought, which was first Strong last week, they would say, our exercise were to, assume the same position in the same room, the same seat, as heretofore. And we're supposed to relax totally, both mentally and physically. And we must always do this, never trying to do mental work under pressure. All right? And we must see that there are no tense muscles or nerves, that we are entirely comfortable. And then now we must realize our unity with omnipotence, I should say. Realize our unity with omnipotence, with the omnipotent power that exists within all things. That creative power that brings all things, drives everything into existence, and that animates everything once it comes into existence. We are to sit down and realize our oneness with this power. You see? We are to get in touch with this power, come into a deep and vital understanding, appreciation, and realization of the fact that our ability to think is our ability to act upon the universal mind and bring it into manifestation. So our ability to think is our ability to create. You see? Realize that the thinking, our ability to think, will meet any and every requirement that we desire. That you have exactly the same potential ability which any other individual ever did have or ever will have, because each is but an expression or manifestation of the one whole. So the greatest inventors there ever were, the wisest there ever were, we must realize that we are one and the same as them. And just as they can do it, we also can do it through practice. You see it? Practicing concentration, stillness of the mind, being able to think on one thing for an extended period of time without any interruption, any distraction, and then being able to hold the feeling of that thought all through the day until your manifestation comes into play. So, yeah. All of us are parts of the whole. Okay? There is no difference in kind or quality. The only difference being in degree. All right? And the question and answer, 10 questions, 10 answers. We're going to go through it real quick. Question 1. How may any purpose in life be best accomplished? The answer: through a scientific understanding of the spiritual law of thought. All right, so by a scientific understanding of the spiritual law of thought, any purpose in life may be accomplished. Question 2. What 3 steps are absolutely essential? Answer: the knowledge of our power, So we have to have the knowledge of the power that is within us. The courage to dare to use that power. And the faith to do. Yes, right? So the 3 steps that are absolutely essential is the knowledge of our power, the courage to dare, and the faith to do. Question 3. How is the practical working knowledge secured? Answer: by an understanding of natural law. Question 4. What is the reward of an understanding of these laws? Answer: a conscious realization of our ability to adjust ourselves to divine and unchangeable principles. Question 5. What will indicate the degree of success with which we meet? The answer: the degree in which we realize that we cannot change the infinite, but must cooperate with it. So you cannot change your outside reality like that. You must cooperate. You must become the reality that you want to see. And by becoming the reality that you want to see, you are cooperating with the universe. And the universe will now mirror that to you. Question 6. What is the principle which gives thought its dynamic power? So what gives your thoughts its dynamic power that it has to create? The answer: the law of attraction, which rests on vibration, which in turn rests upon the law of love. Thought impregnated with love, which is feeling, becomes invincible. You see it. Question 7. Why is this law irresistible? So why is the law unstoppable? Thought impregnated with feeling. Why is that unstoppable? Answer: because it is a natural law. All natural laws are irresistible or unstoppable and unchangeable and act with mathematical exactitude. There is no deviation or variation. Yes, right? Question 8. Why then does it sometimes seem to be difficult to find solutions to our problems in life? Why is it difficult? Answer: for the same reason that it is sometimes difficult solving mathematical problems. The operator is uninformed or inexperienced. So the only reason we're having difficulties in life is because we are uninformed of the true way or the right way of living. And we are inexperienced in the way. So we just keep, making little errors, having little faults. But it can be corrected through practice. Practice makes perfect. Yeah. Question 9. Why is it impossible for the mind to grasp an entirely new idea? So why your mind can't just think up something new of itself? Answer: we have no corresponding vibratory brain cells capable of receiving the idea. You see? Food for thought. Question 10. How is wisdom secured in life? How is wisdom secured in creation? Answer: by concentration. It is an unfoldment. It comes from within. So wisdom is an unfoldment that comes from within through concentration. You see it. So we do give thanks. That was last strong's lesson. And do remember this lesson once again. This week's strong, we are to realize the principal fact that we are a part of the whole, right? And that a part must be the same in kind and quality as the whole. And the only difference there can possibly be is in degree. You see it. So we are one and the same as the whole, or the creator that created all things. You know, so I do give thanks to the eyes them joining in. You know, blessings to Antoine. All glory and praises due to the Most High that dwelleth within I and I. You know, the supreme power, the supreme being that lives in each eye, that teaches each eye. You know, and we need not another to teach I and I. You know, just go within, just enter the silence and sit still. And behold, yes, right? So, fullness of joy to each and every eye going through for the rest of this Sabbath remembrance. And once again, I pray each and every household is full of health, wealth, love, joy, prosperity, and abundance. Yes, right? And peace going through. For it's all one connection. We do give thanks, yeah? Until next strong, just be diligent with the eye them exercises. You know, because the more the eyes them practice it, the more the eyes them will see, you know, the benefits of it. Because it's only the eyes them that is going to see the results. Yes, right? And then you will gain the benefit of such. You know? So give thanks for another step closer to self-mastery. You know, in the knowledge of self. Until such time, blessed love.